I haven't shown you Miss Betty in a little while, so that's what we're going to do here in this video. We started her about a month ago, and she's actually riding pretty good. We're having a little bit of an issue with her ears and putting the bridle on. She had some ticks in both ears when she came in. We got that cleared up, but she still has the typical kind of ear shy because of the ticks and when it was hurting then that we're working through. But other than that, once we get on her, she's riding pretty good. She's a little bit reactive to the left leg. Once in a while, it's not always. And you'll see it here in a minute. She'll kind of shy away from Robert right there. Kind of jump when Robert puts left leg on. And it's real important right here that when they do that, Robert put his left leg on and she jumped. If he was to stop with his leg, she would learn that she would get the release from that pressure by jumping. So it's important that he keep kind of bumping that left leg, and he takes her into this left circle so that he can maintain control and keeps bumping that left leg until she gets soft. When she gets soft, then he stops bumping the left leg. And it's not every time that he touches her with the left leg. It's usually a couple of times right after he gets on, and then it's over. I see a lot of people, they'll touch a horse with one leg or the other leg or both legs, and the horse will jump, so they get to where they just ride with their legs off. And that is a real dangerous situation to get into, because if something happens and you shift your weight and you touch the horse with that leg that you've been trying to keep off because you've been worried about what the horse would do, then you touch the horse with that leg and then you get the reaction that you've been worried about getting. So it's really important to not get yourself in that situation. It's really important that when Miss Betty does jump, that Robert takes her into that circle and keeps tapping her with his leg. It doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be kicking hard, but the leg needs to keep touching her. We don't want her to learn that she can get the leg to quit touching her by doing that jump. Other than that, she's actually riding really good. He makes several laps around here in the covered arena, and I'm going to take her out in the back arena here pretty quick. There you see that left leg bumping. She jumped again on that left leg. He's tapping with it, taking her in that circle. When she softens, then he's going to get soft and go ahead and ride on. There, she quit jumping, so he went on and just released the leg and just started back riding like normal. This is her only one thing that we need to get worked out. And you might say, could she have an ulcer, or does she have an ulcer? And it's possible that she does. But if she had an ulcer, that left side would hurt every time we touch her. It wouldn't quit hurting as we ride. If anything, it would continue to get worse as we ride because of the stomach acid building up while we're riding. Then if it's an ulcer, it should be getting worse. It don't get worse as we ride. The longer we ride, the better it gets. So that's why I really don't think this is an ulcer. People jump to, well, you need to get a vet to check that out. Got to get her scoped. Let's look and see if she has an ulcer. Let's treat her for an ulcer. This is not an ulcer issue. This is not a pain issue. This is a training issue. And you don't need a vet. You shouldn't need a vet to come out and tell you that it's a training issue. If it was an ulcer, like I said, it would continue to hurt worse as we rode, and it don't do that. She gets better. The longer we ride her, the better she gets. That's typical green horse, wet saddle pads, and that's what she needs. Every young horse, almost every young horse, has a little thing that you have to work them through. And you have to be able to decide, is this thing training or is this thing pain? And in her situation, I feel like this thing is training. Now the ear situation, putting the bridle on, that is the remnants from having ticks in her ears. That is something totally different. We had put medication in her ears to get the ticks out, and then put some cortisone to help soothe the soreness in her ears. But that's pretty much all over too. So now it's just a matter of rubbing her ears and working her through that. So this is Betty. Robert's actually going to take her out, ride her out in the pasture here in just a minute, and we're putting some miles on her. And this is going to be a really nice horse. She just has to get these couple little things worked through, and then we'll be sending her home. Until next time, thank you for watching.